Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe. Forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempests rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whate'er may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never dying soul to save, and fit it for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely, assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O man of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O man of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O man of God, the church for you doth wait. Her strength unequal to her task, rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod. As brothers of the Son of Man, rise up, O men of God.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I join you from the road. I got one viewer.
We're heading for some more gold in them pages.
Yeah, we're taking a stage cart, loaded that laden with gold to the bank.
Oh, we're just on the way to the mine.
On the way to the mine. How's everyone doing today?
Teresa probably won't be there because she's got family coming in.
Laura's probably at Paul's Gospel meeting, right?
It's later.
Oh, okay.
CJ's on his way there, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of time to get there. I don't know what time the meeting starts, though, either. Like an hour and a half away from maybe it's longer than that. I know it's like 3 or 4 hours from Craig.
Hey!
Ooh, look at the Corvettes.
Ooh.
3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 6.
Oh, wow.
7. Wow, this is a parade.
This is a parade of Corvettes.
Woo. Should have turned the camera around for that one.
Not sure I know how to do that. Kay, nice to see you. She says, how are you both? We are doing good. She said, I'm fine. How are you both? We are doing good.
Well, we're up and at 'em. But don't call me at 'em.
And don't call me Shirley either. Sure.
Why, certainly. Look at the fire. Look at the smoke. Grass fire. Someone burning off the CRP.
We're going to give the others a few more minutes to get in, then we'll be delving into our text, Proverbs 22.
We'll examine the mine and then dig into it.
Okay, says they got more golden nuggets than you and brought Corvettes.
A lot more gold nuggets than them there are Corvettes, that's for sure.
Or simple folk.
So is it auto-scrolling for comments?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, if it's not telling you to do comments, then it's auto-scrolling.
Okay. Well, there's only been 2, so.
Ah.
It's not doing much. I mean, I can't tag Debbie, and Debbie normally only comes in when she's tagged.
I'll get you that on StreamYard.
Nope, I can't tag the stream.
Emily didn't bring the other computer or anything else to be able to tag with.
Nope. But we're glad to have you, Kay.
I'm surprised the mom hasn't joined us.
Yeah.
Slacker.
She got her hands full.
Well, there is that.
All right. Proverbs chapter 22. Let's dig, y'all.
Let's examine it.
A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that doth keep his soul shall be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. He that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips the king shall be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgressor. The slothful man saith, There is a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. The mouth of a strange woman is a deep pit. He that is abhorred of the Lord shall fall therein. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing, if thou keep them within thee, they shall withal be fitted in thy lips. That thy trust may be in the Lord, I have made known to thee this day, not to thee. Have not I written to thee excellent things and counsels and knowledge, that I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee? Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause, and spoil the soul of those that spoiled them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man shalt thou not go, lest thou learn his ways, and get a snare to thy soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Well, this mine shaft looks like it's bundled filled full of nuggets. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. Your reputation is a very important thing,
That's for sure.
because you will find your reputation reaches people way before you do sometimes.
Well, and not just that, your reputation has the ability to affect your children and your children's children.
Oh,
If I was to mention my last name in this area,
yeah.
people I don't know will ask, okay, are you Marvin's? That'd be my grandpa. See, so which one of Marvin's are you? Are you? And so I have to tell them, okay, well, I'm from, my dad is Chris, his second boy. And most of them will actually know my Uncle Jeff before they would know my dad Chris. Just because we had moved away for a while and come back, but people are, relearning dad, of course.
Yeah.
It's his reputation and your reputation, Shea, has an influence on my reputation, grandpa's reputation, even great grandpa's reputation. So a good name is rather to be chosen than
Great riches.
Great riches because it has more impact. It's more precious because people are more willing to do business and to help you, or they are more willing to not do business or not help you based upon your reputation, regardless of how much money you have.
Yeah. People will build their assumptions of you based upon your reputation before they even meet you as well.
Right. I mean, it's very, very much so. I talked with a guy this last week who said, "Oh, Levi, that name's biblical, isn't it?" Well, yes, it is. It's a very, very hard name to live up to. No, it isn't. I didn't tell him that, but anyway, that's what I was thinking. No, it isn't. Levi was a great man. No, he wasn't. Evidently, you haven't read the Bible. You may know that it comes from the Bible, but you haven't read the Bible much if you think Levi was a great man. He went and slaughtered an entire town because they raped his sister. He's one of those that helped sell his brother into slavery. What part of that is great?
Now his children became a great tribe.
Yes.
For a portion of time.
They were the ones that stood for the Lord, but that doesn't mean Levi was a great man.
Ooh, Laura says good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Laura.
Good afternoon, Laura.
Oh, and I didn't say good.
There's a bit of an echo in here.
And I didn't say good afternoon to Kay either. Hi, Kay. I just kind of was letting you do your own thing, and now you brought me into it. So.
The rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all.
Reminds me of James.
I was going to say it reminds me.
What?
Basically, of James. I couldn't remember where it was, but I remember reading something.
Ezra's got my Bible. He can find it real quick.
It's like James 2? Or
no.
Around 17 of chapter 1?
No, it's not in 1. I know that. But it talks about how the rich and the, why do you give preferential treatment to the rich? Aren't they the ones that, mistreat you? Rather, don't give preferential treatment to any of them, to either one. But just treat everybody alike, essentially.
The rich and the poor will have the same end. Yeah,
they do. And God's the ruler of them all, of us all, and God judges us all.
The rich and the poor actually have more alike almost than different.
Yes, there is that too. The rich and the poor are alike in that they both are born, they bring nothing into the world. They both die, they take nothing with them. And they are both what?
James.
They are both judged by the same standard. Jesus is the word, and Jesus is the standard by which we're going to be judged and found worthy or condemned. And so, the Lord is the judge, the ruler, the he considers them all.
At the hearts.
He weighs the hearts. So there's more in
Which
common.
one has a better balance?
It doesn't matter how much money you have when it comes to physical money you have when it comes to spiritual matters. It matters how much spiritual treasure you've laid up in heaven. And the only way to do that is to do the will of God our Father.
By the way, feel free to comment or ask questions over the text. Don't let this be one-sided. Although there's two sides over here. This pickaxe has two sides. A prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. A prudent man, he sees, he looks and he prepares.
Well, he's watching where he's going.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're walking down the street, a prudent man's going to be looking ahead and see that there's a lion coming at him, and he's going to hide himself from the lion. A foolish man.
A good ways before he reaches the lion.
Right. A foolish man's going to be just traipsing along, la-di-da-di-da, and going to get attacked and creamed by the lion. So, yeah.
Be a prudent person. Look where you're going.
A prudent man is going to notice that there's a trap laid out for, the unwary, and is going to, sidestep it. And whereas a foolish man is just going to be lackadaisical.
And he's going to trip over that tripwire.
Not see it. And, not even a tripwire. He may just simply set his foot wrong and, suddenly find himself impaled on a bunch of stakes at the bottom of the temple, like Indiana Jones. You see it in the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah. The stakes will be high.
They will.
By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life.
I like the one where it says the foolishness is bound up in the heart of the child. Remember, you don't have to go verse by verse. You can pick ones out throughout the text.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. That's almost comical.
It's a very real statement that, children do foolish things.
And they can be intent on it.
I looked at the word for foolish the other day in the Hebrew.
All right.
You mean stupid. So
that was helpful.
It is. It's not being, it's not comedy. Comedy is bound up in the heart. No, stupidity is bound up in the heart of the child.
Yeah.
What is the goal of us as parents? But to drive the stupidity out. Teach them to make wise choices. Teach them to be prudent. And it says the rod of correction, whether, and in this day and age, whether that correction takes the form of a physical punishment, or it takes the form of timeout, or grounding, or, whatever is most effective in your situation, according to the child.
Yeah, because we have that train up a child in the way he should go.
We haven't got to that one yet.
No, that's actually verse 6.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Was that before this?
Yours is 15.
Oh, okay. We actually have talked about train up a child the way he should go in one of the previous prospects.
CJ's here. Says, hey, y'all.
Hey, CJ.
Hey, CJ.
When do you head out for
it actually looks like he left. Reviewers jumped up to 3 and now they're back to 2. But you never know.
You never know what's going to
Never know. Train up a child in the way he should go, the way he learns best.
The way he learns best, it has so many meanings. You train him up in the way he learns best. You train him up in the way of the Lord, righteousness. You train him and teach him to use his mind.
Train him how to live.
That doesn't mean that he will not depart from it. But if you do things right, he's going to be using his mind. You have provided him the tools whereby he can live and remember. And
the mind is the greatest weapon.
That's, I think, a lot of why we see God in Deuteronomy, or Moses, teaching. Well, God through Moses saying, "Teach when you rise up, when you sit down, when you go in, when you go out, when you go to sleep, when you wake up. In everything you do, teach the commandments of the Lord.
Drive the stupidity out with the
correct correction.
Yeah,
proper correction. And and you can't you can't dismiss free will, but you also can't excuse it.
There are actions have consequences.
Actions have consequences, and just because a person has free will doesn't mean that they won't know right from wrong. You need to teach them right from wrong. You need to teach them the way that they should go.
Point them down the path.
And when you do this right, when you teach them, train up the child in the way he should go, using the rod of correction to eliminate the stupidity,
make sure you're replacing it right.
He's going to. That is that. He's going to remember it even when he's old.
He can be sitting back and I'll be like, "Oh, hey, I remember that."
So I mean,
I think CJ actually jumped into StreamYard. It doesn't show me CJ, so. But it looks like it because, oh, hey, yeah. The phone does not show me the little windows with people down there, so. But yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. That's right, it's the guest button. Hey, yeah, it does. I figured it out.
New phone.
He's wiggling. CJ's waving vigorously.
Oh God, I'm on the wave.
Yeah, do the wave. Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. We need to listen. To listen, not just hear, and learn.
That's the thing. We need to remember the writer, the author of Proverbs is not multiple people. It's not young, and he's not on the idea of young versus old. It's rather, he says that I'm trying to teach you the wisdom that I have learned. The wisdom that is wrapped up in these proverbs. Solomon was a very wise king, even though he was also a very stupid one.
It kind of seemed like as he got older, he got a little dumber.
Right, but
that kind of
still,
seemed to
be in these proverbs, there is still instruction that we should have, and even though I'm 44 years old, need to still listen to the wisdom of Solomon, because these principles are ageless. They're timeless.
And they apply to any age.
Whether you're 80 years old or you're 20 years old, listen to the Proverbs and the principles of God that are contained within them.
CJ is on the ball. He brought it up. We now got text on the screen.
Way to go, CJ.
Yep. We have reached our 30-minute mark.
We're teaching that young minor.
For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them with thee, they shall withal be fitted in thy lips. Verse 18.
That's right after, I mean, that was right after the hearing instruction.
I was debating about reading it with it, but
you should have.
I should have.
And therein, you know,
it's pleasant to keep.
It may be a rod of correction initially.
Yeah.
But it, you know, once you have accepted the correction, it makes, or it becomes a pleasant thing to remember that truth. That is that you have learned, the lesson you've learned from the correction.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one of those things that sticks with you.
They shall withal be fitted in thy lips. You will learn how to use it.
And it will, you know, you'll be able to teach others.
You'll be able to teach. You'll be able to pass on wisdom if you learn true wisdom. That thy trust may be in the Lord, I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. We need to put our trust in the Lord. And he makes knowledge known to us to put in the Lord.
That was the purpose behind his instruction. I mean, his instruction was kind of multi-faceted. One, to give you instruction so that you would be a better person, so that you'd be able to teach others, and, you know, if you would have wisdom. And then also, so that, what was that verse? So that you might do what?
Which one are you talking about?
What you just read.
The one I just read? Okay.
19.
Really, where was it? Yeah, 19. That thy trust may be in the Lord, I have made known to thee this day, even to thee.
So the reason he's making known these proverbs is that you would trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
Heed his instruction. Heed his correction.
CJ says, you guys make a good team. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is what happens when you get Dad and me together in the same room on a subject. It's like bouncing a ping pong. Boing, 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 boing. And Mom says hi from a...
Hey, slacker.
Where were you at?
30 minutes ago, Mother.
We're getting ready to close this up. Where have you been? We needed you to tag Debbie and Vera and Reba and Darlene, and the list goes on.
Mustang. 70s, I believe, wasn't it, Amos? I don't think that. No, that was late 60s. I knew it wasn't 61, 4.5, because that's the first year they came out with the Mustangs.
No, we're talking to Mom, CJ. CJ says, sorry, I was talking. Well, you too, though. Well, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by, picking up your shovel, and helping us dig out these nuggets of wisdom and truth. I hope that this video may have helped you in one way or another. You may have found it edifying. And as always, until we meet again, God bless y'all. Bye-bye.
Remember, there are nuggets in them there pages.
There be golden nuggets in them there pages.
What's with the pirate? We're a
I don't
miner,
know.
not a pirate.
Well, the pirate ends up with it. Bye-bye, y'all.